खुद से आजादी हासिल करें.
So mochi, mochi, mochi. This advertisement pretty much sums it up. Wasim is trying to get out of this mess. So he's injured. He's got diabetes. He's 30 plus. He's coming to probably the last phase of his career. He's played his last stint with Lancashire, and now the whole team is after him. And and to put ice on the caking, an investigation has started. Wasim Akram has always been that aggressive being, and he's played his cricket like that, and he's never shied away from uttering Punjabi profanities. And when you're from the city of Lahore, you have that never die attitude. That's why they call them Zinda Dilane Lahore. They never give up. They keep fighting. So he narrates that the whole team is after him, and Sohail is hounding him. He wants him dead, 6 feet under the ground. I won't read it, but he just mentions an extract from Shahid Afridi's book, where he says that in the autobiography of Shahid Afridi, he reported a mid-pitch conference after Afridi had struck some boundaries. I know you have fixed this match with Wasim Akram, Sohail said. That is Amir Sohail. I know what you are up to, Afridi. After Afridi had made a century, Sohail struck a more conciliatory note. Stay on my side, join me, I will connect you with the right people. I can help you run Pakistan cricket. So first, paranoid intimidation. Second, oily grooming. Throughout, total cowardice because I was not present to respond. So Amir Sohail is just playing dirty, as per Wasim Akram. So these are interesting stories, and so he continues. This is heating up now. What was most depressing about the scenario was that because Pakistanis positioned themselves relative to where they perceive power lies, and it was assumed that my detractors were on top while I was away, I returned home to find myself isolated. Kalla reh gaya si. It's like charte suraj ko salam or uthane mein mahir Pakistanis. That's what he's trying to say. I could feel it, and frankly, I shut down. I stayed home, feeling numb, saying nothing, having never cultivated journalists as adeptly as Sohail or Rashid Latif. So he said that he never had like PR thing going with journalists like Sohail and Rashid. I had no real notion of whom to turn to. Huma asked Ehsan Chishti to come to Pakistan, but he could hardly prize a word from me. I don't know who that guy is. People who claim to be my friends now won't take my calls. Logic. I said, people whose offices I would walk straight into now keep me waiting indefinitely. He suggested we go to see his father's friend Zafar Altaf, a former board chairman. Tea was served. Pleasantries were exchanged, but I had not the slightest idea how to broach the topic. Apparently, I did not utter a word for 20 minutes and we left. So now this gets a bit tragic now. Much of this time, I must confess, is a blank to me. It is like a trauma I have completely repressed. Only recently have I had the nerve to revisit it. For this book, Ehsan reminded me of a story I had buried. I went to see my father. My father, I've said, was a man of very few words, on all of which I hung. While I visited, I asked Ehsan to stay in the car. 20 minutes later, I came out, got it into the passenger seat and sat staring ahead. What did he say? Asked Ehsan. He gave me the name of a solicitor, I replied. Then I exploded. How many people do I have to tell? I've done nothing. How many? So he starts crying. He breaks down. That's tragic. So the poor guy is going through a tough time. So I'll just read this then. When even your father is wondering, you feel truly alone. At last I did get some effective help. My English lawyer, Ninesh Desai, chased down Atar Rahman, by now in Newcastle and engaged to an English woman. Atar admitted that he had been cajoled into providing the affidavit by Amir Sohail. So matlab Amir ne unnu pata ke ode kol affidavit likhwaya. I don't know if it's true or not. Would he be prepared to swear to that? Yes, he told Ninesh, on two conditions: that he be provided with a return airfare to London and a shawarma from Edgware Road. What a cheapster, yaar. Shawarma Khan, asshole. And Ninesh gladly obliged. His office was just nearby, said takeaway strip. Atar duly came in, dictated the story, enjoyed his shawarma while the statement was typed up, and then went through it line by line with his fiancée until he was happy. Nanesh sent it to Pakistan to be notarized. I'll just stop here. So it's heating up. He's telling stories. He's isolated. He's injured. He's got diabetes. And now he's under investigation. And this Ataur Rahman is a small light at the end of the tunnel. We'll continue in the next one. Thanks for watching.
to Pakistan. I think I took 5 for in the first innings, and we're feeling pretty confident that we're going to knock over Pakistan. Get this phone call. I'm rooming with Tim May. I get this phone call in the room, pick up the phone, and it's Salim Malik on the phone, the captain of Pakistan. He goes, I need to see you. So I knock on the door. Salim Malik answers the door. I sit down, and he goes, good match we got going. I went, yep. I think we should win tomorrow, though. I wanted to get in there straight away that we're going to win. He goes, well, we can't lose. I said, well, I think you can. You know, you're going to have to make a lot of runs tomorrow. It's wickets turning. Myself and Tim May, I think we're going to go okay. And he goes, no, what I'm saying is we cannot lose, because if we lose tomorrow, you don't understand what happens if we lose in Pakistan. Our houses will get burnt down. Our families' houses will get burnt down. Jeez, oh, mate, I said, I'm feeling for you, but, you know. And he goes, no, you don't understand what I'm asking you. I can have in your room $200,000 US cash for you and Tim May, 200 grand each US, if you just bowl wide of off stump. Don't try and get us out. We'll let the ball go. The match will be a draw. What the fuck? So I'm like blown. I'm like, I don't really know what to say. I'm just sort of sat there stunned. And then I go, fuck you, mate. We're going to beat you. And I run down to the room and I go to Tim May, what do we do? And he goes, well, let's go and tell Mark Taylor. Now, remember, this is Mark Taylor's first test match as captain. So we go and tell Mark Taylor, who then we tell Bob Simpson, the coach. So Mark Taylor, Bob Simpson, and us, we tell John Reid, the match referee, who's the ICC match referee. We wake up, it's on. And now myself and Tim are even more determined to win. Like, we're so determined, we're going to, you know, up yours, mate, we're winning. Gets down to 3 runs to win. I'm bowling. So I bowl this ball, bowl it really well. Inzamam al-Haq comes out of his crease, tries to hit it through mid-wicket, misses it, stays low, goes through Ian Healy's legs, 4 byes, they win the test.